wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about the violin and the viola. So here in my hand right now, I have the violin. And here in my hand right now, I have the viola. Both of them look alike, right? I know. When I have certain instruments, people think, oh, is that a violin? Even though they look the same. Even though they look the same. Guess this is a child size viola. That's why it looks smaller than the violin. This right here violin is an adult size violin. So, which is a 4/4. This one I forgot. I think this was like a 15 or 14 or 15. I can't remember. 14 or 15. I can't remember. But for the violin, the four strings. Here you have G, the second one D, next one A, then the last one is E. So here with the G string, it is thicker. So the thickest one is the first string, then it becomes a little less thick, then a little less, and a little less, then it becomes thinner here. Okay, so it's kind of like science. The bigger the string, the more lower the tone, and the more that it goes to different size, it gets high. So with the violin, you play on the treble clef. Okay, the treble clef. All right. So you have sound G, D, A, E. So once again, you have G, D, A, E. Okay, that's for the violin. And right here, you have the viola. Same four strings that it appears to be. But with the viola, you play the viola on an alto clef. Yes, some of you are probably like, what is an alto clef? Because most people only know about the treble clef and the bass clef. So many people don't know about the alto clef. So the viola is played on the alto clef. So this string right here, you have string C, G, D, A. String C, G, D, A. With the viola, the strings are kind of more thicker than the violin, because it has like a more richer tone as far as being like an alto, because the sound is going lower. So like this is like an in-between sound. So you have right here, you have C, G, D, A. Once again, C, G, D, A. So I'm going to compare the two. The comparisons. Do you see the comparison? They have the chin rest. They have the F holes. They have the four strings. They even have the tail. They even have the tuning pegs. See, these are different tuning pegs. You have tuning pegs for the viola. You have metal tuning pegs, and both of them are metal, but one is black and one is the steel colored. So, and to hold, the strings are being held the same way. You see how they are held at the bottom. So these these little circles at the bottom, these are called tuning. You tune the both of them to get the right sound for each string. Then let's go here. You have pegs. Do you see these pegs right here? These are the tuning pegs. Both of them have the tuning pegs. You have four of them, okay? So, I'm going to play a song on each one. I'm going to play a little bit of something for you on the viola, okay? And that is the sound of the viola. Just a little something I played, and I'm going to play separate strings for you with the bow. Both of them are played with a bow. And on the bow, the material that is on the bow, that's the strings are from horsehair. And what we put on the string is something called rosin, which is a type of tree sap. And I'll show that to you later on, okay? So in order to get this sound from the violin or the viola, for this to make the sound, you have to put that rosin on. And I'm going to show you, like I said, later on. I'm going to play on the violin. I'm going to play a little something something on the violin, okay? So that is the sound of something I played on. I wonder if you can recognize the song that I played on both of them. Now I'm going to play the separate strings. Separate strings for viola. So you got. All right. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you go ahead to my website and you book lessons with me. Before I go, I promise you to show you the rosin that is placed on the bow in order for the sound to come through when you're rubbing it across the steel strings, okay? It's science. So I have two different types of rosin. One is dark and one is lighter. So as you can see, I've used this more because I'm more of a violin player, but I also love the sound of the viola because I teach it. But I think I'm going to flip on over to the viola side and challenge myself. I mean, it's the same thing, but not really because it's a different clef that you're reading off of. Remember, there are two different clefs, and one that many don't know about is the C clef. I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. And I hope you go over to book music lessons with me. Go ahead and check out my music 2-month special. I'm not going to say what it is, but if you haven't seen the video yet that I recorded previously, I want you to go on my website. All right. See you later.